moonshiner ever since that I've been born. So I've drunk up all of my money and stealed up all of my corn. So I'll go up some dark hollow and put up my moonshine still. See, I'll make you 1 gallon for a $5 bill. So I'll go up some dark hollow and get you some booze. See, if the revenues don't get me no money, will I lose? Come on, all you moonshiners, and stand all in a row.
Hey there, this is Missy with Appalachian Haunts and Haints, and we are here. Well, no introductions necessary. I'll let him take it over.
My name is Zach Bales, and I call myself the Paranormal Road Tripper. And for the better part of the last 2 decades, I've spent a lot of time traveling all over the United States and all over the world, for that matter, sort of seeking out what I call the unusual, the unexplained, and the otherworldly, and trying to collect various oddities, curiosities. And here in the past, well, it's been a little over a year ago, actually, about 12 months to the day, actually, we finally, me and my wife, Melissa, have created what we call Paranormal Road Trippers Nightmare Gallery. It's a collection of all the different things that we've picked up over the years. I'm an English teacher, and I've always been interested in folklore and storytelling. And so opening this gallery, the Nightmare Gallery, here in Somerset, Kentucky, was a chance for me to tell stories, tell stories about some of the folklore, some of the things that go bump in the night all over the state of Kentucky, but elsewhere as well. So that's what the Nightmare Gallery is. Here in this place, you will find information about Kentucky's ghosts and paranormal history, as well as some of the cryptids. If you're familiar with cryptids, I'm sure you are. Creatures that are believed to exist, but aren't scientifically proven to exist just yet. We also have a ton of UFO stories here in the state of Kentucky. We have lots of information about those harrowing cases. I would argue that Kentucky arguably has maybe more UFO history than just about any other state in the United States, which I'll talk a little bit about that here in just a few minutes. But we also, here at the Nightmare Gallery, no Nightmare Gallery would be complete without information about some of the thrills and chills from the silver screen, some of the iconic horror movie villains that I'm sure your viewers are familiar with. There's a number of these masked characters here around the gallery. So I guess we can walk around and talk about some of this stuff. I like to talk about this fellow right over here usually first. Of course, many, I'm sure, horror movie fans will recognize that as Michael Myers. Not as many horror movie fans probably are aware that Michael Myers has some very specific connections to the state of Kentucky. For starters, John Carpenter, the director of the original Halloween film, he was actually born not too far from where we're standing right now, just down the road actually, in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Matter of fact, John Carpenter throughout the 1980s and 1990s, he used a lot of Kentucky locations for his films. If you watch the original Halloween, you know that Michael Myers was locked up in Smith's Grove Sanitarium for most of his life. Well, Smith's Grove just so happens to be a little town just down the road from here. Many of Warren County is where Haddonfield is in the original Halloween. Well, Warren County is also where Bowling Green is, which that's where John Carpenter was from. I'm telling you, there's all sorts of connections. If you are ever in the Bowling Green area or just down the road from here, you can go on quite a tour of many of the hot spots from John Carpenter's films. So we always like to talk about Michael Myers, as well as Jason Voorhees. We have a number of screen-used props and prop replicas. We actually have many screen-used props in our museum from Friday the 13th series, The X-Files, among others. But like I said, I'm a big horror movie buff. This map up here, actually, I'm particularly proud of this. I kind of put this together myself recently. I call it the United States of Horror. There is a misconception sometimes that a movie is filmed and set in the same place, and that is not true. You know, sometimes a movie is filmed in Tennessee, but it's supposed to take place in Georgia. This map up here shows us where some of the famous horror movies were set. So Kentucky's claim to fame, as far as horror movie history goes, as you can see, is the Return of the Living Dead. This is the zombie film from the 1980s, the one that started the whole brains sort of craze. Took place up in Louisville. But if you're a fan of horror movies, I'm sure you probably recognize a lot of these. What's your favorite? What's your favorite horror movie? I wonder.
Halloween.
Halloween, Haddonfield, Illinois. There you go.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers down in Florida.
That the other day.
Yes. Oh yes, that's a great one as well. I always tell people if they're interested in visiting the location of one of these movies, not only filmed but also set. Actually, the closest one to where we are right now here in Somerset is actually not the Return of the Living Dead up in Louisville. It's actually the Evil Dead down in Morristown, Tennessee. The little cabin where they filmed that film back in the 1980s. The cabin is not there, unfortunately, anymore. But the foundations of the cabin are. So if you're ever in the East Tennessee, which I know you all are very intimately familiar with, you can stop by and take a look at the foundations of the original Evil Dead cabin. So we can continue around the room over here. We also have a rather extensive section of the gallery here devoted to the history and mystery, for that matter, of the paranormal, ghost hunting. Not just here in Kentucky, but all over the United States. We get a lot of guests here in the gallery who, I'm often hearing this. I'm hearing people say, I think ghost hunting is a relatively new phenomenon. Something that's come around just in the last few years because of shows like Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures. But to those people who say this, I often tell them, that's really not the case. Ghost hunting has been popular for many, many years, much longer than those television shows. In fact, the history of ghost hunting really goes back even further than the Victorian era, late 1800s. That was probably when ghost hunting was its most popular. This is the era where men and women would come into Victorian parlors. They would often sit around tables that kind of look like this right here. They would hold hands, dim the lights, and sort of try to conjure voices from beyond. This is the era of I'm sure you've heard of seances before. This is the era of the seance. Some of what you see on this table are the tools of the trade that were used in the Victorian era. The spirit trumpet, for example. Ouija boards were pretty popular back then. They still are to this day. Spirit slates, crystal balls, tarot cards, reading tea leaves from cups. It looked very similar to this right here. These are some of the olden days tools, I should say, but toys works as well. They were used to investigate for the paranormal. But I tell you what, times have changed. Today, well over 100 years later, the technology that's used for ghost hunting it's grown in leaps and bounds. Down here at the bottom of this case right here are a number of the modern day ghost hunting gadgets. If you've done any ghost hunting yourself, you're probably intimately familiar with many of these. Of course, the digital audio recorder down there in the bottom right corner, those are used to record EVPs, electronic voice phenomena. The theory goes that if you take a digital audio recorder into a haunted house, you ask a series of questions. Sometimes when you're playing back the tape, there might be an additional voice on that recorder, one that you didn't hear at the time of your recording. We call that an EVP, electronic voice phenomena. Up here in the top left corner, some EMF detectors. The theory also goes that ghosts can manipulate electromagnetic fields. Those devices allow us to sort of detect those changes. One of my personal favorites, though, is the brass rods down there in the bottom left corner of the case. Of course, those are known as dowsing rods. A lot of people have their doubts about the efficacy of dowsing rods, but I tell you what, the history of dowsing goes back a lot further than ghost hunting. It goes back like 1,000 years, in fact. Dowsing was originally used not to find ghosts, it was used to find groundwater, water witching. So, I mean, this goes back, as I said, 1,000 years, and there's a lot of people who swear that the best way to find water, where you need to dig a well, that sort of thing, is by using dowsing rods. Now, the items in these two cases on either side of the space right here, I'll talk about those next. As I said earlier, I call myself the paranormal road tripper. I call myself that because, well, we do a lot of traveling, my wife and I. In the past, 10 years, we visited 49 of the 50 states and 25 countries, sort of investigating the unknown. Over that time, we've met a whole lot of people from all over the country and world who are interested in this phenomenon just as much as we are. And I tell you, of all those people, there's been a certain number of them who have come out of the woodwork and said things like, Zach, I've got something in my house, an object that I'm not really sure I want in my house anymore. I think that this item might be haunted. Would you care to take it off our hands? Well, over the years, I've never turned anybody down yet. So the items you see in these two cases are just a few of the items that have been given to me over the years that are believed to be haunted. For example, I'll start with these two dolls right here. My wife works at the local hospital here in Somerset. About 5 years ago, she had a coworker who, and this is very important, did not believe in ghosts. Well, this coworker inherited these two porcelain dolls from her grandmother when her grandmother passed away. At first, this lady was excited to receive these two dolls. You know, they were a nice memento of her grandmother's life. Porcelain dolls, antique-y. She had no qualms at all about bringing these two dolls into her house. Again, she didn't believe in ghosts. Almost immediately, though, this woman's two young sons started complaining to their mother. They were saying things like, Mom, the dolls, Grandma's dolls, were moving around last night. We saw them with our own eyes. We heard them moving around, and we're really scared. Well, again, this woman didn't believe in ghosts. So she automatically assumed that these two sons of hers were telling stories to their mother. They were lying to their mother. Either that, or they were letting their imaginations get the best of them. So she basically told them, she said, you know what happens to little boys who lie to their mothers, or their mother, they get a whipping, they get a spanking. And she thought that would settle it, that she would never hear about the dolls moving again, but that didn't happen. Just a couple mornings later, same thing. Mom, Grandma's dolls were doing it again last night. This went on for days. Days turned to weeks. It wasn't until about 4 or 5 weeks later that the youngest son came to his mom and said, Mom, the dolls aren't just moving now. Now they're hurting us. And the mother was like, hurting you? The boy pulled up his sleeve. They were deep scratch marks up and down his arms that matched just perfectly with the porcelain fingers on that boy doll. Suddenly, this woman started believing in ghosts. She threw those two dolls into a black plastic garbage bag and took them to work where my wife worked, and she knew we were interested in this sort of stuff, and we've had them on display here ever since. Ever since we opened last August, we've had them on display. And in that time, we've had well over 1,000 visitors in here. And I kid you not, out of those 1,000 visitors, we've had somewhere between 30 and 40 probably who have claimed to see these dolls move with their own two eyes. It's typically their eyes, their hands, their shoulders, sometimes their fingers that will be seen moving. About a month ago, I had a group down here from Ohio. It was a man, a woman, and their young son. Well, as I was telling this story, I could tell that the young son was determined to see these dolls move. In fact, he came over here and he pressed his face to the glass. I continued with the tour, and the little boy stayed over here in the corner. Me and his parents sort of moved around the room. Well, as soon as we had gotten out of sight of the case here, we hear the boy start shouting. I come around the corner. First thing I see when I'm staring down this way, I see the little boy stumble away from the case. He bounces into this table. He's got both of his hands clutched over his mouth. His dad shouts, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" The little boy claims that as his face was pressed to the glass, the little boy doll here, his right eye, and only his right eye, had darted over, stared at the little boy right in the face, winked at him, and then darted right back. We get that about every 3 or so weeks, like clockwork around here at the gallery. There's a famous YouTuber called the Carpetbagger. I don't know if y'all have ran into the Carpetbagger before, but he was in here a couple months ago, and he filmed the dolls and did the whole video, put a video online. I got on there, I was morbidly curious to see what people were saying on his video about the dolls. I kid you not, and you can check it out today. There were a number of comments on his video. Out of the 100 comments or so, there's probably, 10 or 12 that said, "Oh my gosh, the dolls moved. Go to timestamp 10 minutes, 15 seconds. Oh my gosh, I saw the dolls move. Go to timestamp 15 minutes, 48 seconds. So if you don't see the dolls move on camera here, maybe you could check that out as well. Or maybe you'll be lucky and you'll get a little bit of movement out of these dolls yourself today.
Move. Do it now.
I call this section of Kentucky that we're in right now, I call it the Bluegrass Triangle. Kind of like the Bermuda Triangle, because in all the traveling that I've done across the United States, I feel like this is one of the most paranormally active areas, perhaps in the country. A lot of people ask me, what is it about this area that's so unusual? Well, for starters, there's multiple Civil War battles fought within this triangle. Some very bloody, consequential battles of the Civil War, one of which was fought about 8 miles from where we're standing right now. On top of that, there's a lot of Native American history, some very dark Native American history and legends that also come out of this area as well. Beneath the ground here in Kentucky is limestone. And if you believe in crystals and energy, limestone is believed to sort of be a superconductor of sorts. So just unusual stuff. These 15 things over here on this list are just a few of the iconic stories, legends, things that have been seen, heard, felt within the Bluegrass Triangle. Not only do we have one of the most famous, if not the most famous, I wouldn't say the most famous, that's probably the Betty and Barney Hill abduction, but certainly a close second. Famous UFO abduction of all time took place about 25 miles north of where we're at right now. We also have all sorts of ghost stories and haunted hot spots and curses. And we also, a lot of people roll their eyes. A lot of people roll their eyes at me when I say this next thing, but we also have our fair share of monsters, of those cryptids that I was talking about earlier. Here in the Pulaski County and neighboring county area alone, we have no fewer than 5 of these sort of iconic creatures that go bump in the night that are said to roam this area. And then the further you get out into the Bluegrass Triangle, the creatures become a little more, perhaps more well-known, famous, but also perhaps a little more deadly as well. I do always like to mention the Pope Lick Monster. They say the Pope Lick Monster is the only cryptid with a body count. And of course they say that because all the time it seems like people lose their lives sort of investigating this cryptid. They aren't killed by the Goat Man per se. They're killed by the active railway that the Goat Man is supposed to lurk at. Even those big signs up there in Pope Lick Park, the parklands of Louisville, there's big signs that say don't be on the railway. It's an active railway all the time. People will get out on the tracks. They'll lose their lives, unfortunately. I think of the Pope Lick Monster as sort of a siren of sorts. If you're familiar with the legend of the sirens, going all the way back to the Odyssey and Odysseus, sort of luring people into their domain. That's sort of what the Pope Lick Monster does. He lures people up onto his tracks where they, unfortunately, where all too often they lose their lives. But some of the other famous cryptids, I'm sure you all have done some investigating of many of these monsters. Of course, the iconic Hopkinsville Goblin, that's always a fun case to look into. The Bell Witch down in Adams, Tennessee, that's one of the though it's not inside the Bluegrass Triangle, I would call that the outskirts, I guess. That's certainly one of the scariest cases in American history of a haunting. Really the only time in American history where a man lost his life, and on his death certificate it even says killed by a ghost, killed by the Bell Witch. So kind of a fascinating story. And of course, out in western Kentucky, there's the land between the lakes. One of the most famous dogman encounters or dogman stories. I feel like the dogman phenomenon is only getting more and more popular with each passing year, and this is one of the great dogman territory stories, really, of all time. I think last summer there was a dogman conference, the very first dogman conference of all time. And it actually took place in the land between the lakes on the south end in Tennessee. Paris, Tennessee, I believe, is where the first Dogman Conference was. So now, just like Bigfoot conferences are getting more and more popular, maybe we'll start seeing a preponderance of Dogman.
That'd be a cool thing to go to.
That would be,
yeah. There is the second annual Dogman Conference this year is in Texas. So
really?
I think it's going to be a roaming conference. It'll be make its way around.
Because they've seen them all over the country, so
they have indeed, yes. Michigan would be an interesting place to have the dogman. I think that's kind of where some of the big sightings and famous videos and whatnot took place. Okay, we can. Well, I'm sorry. I guess I could talk about the UFO sighting very briefly as well. I told you a few minutes ago the UFO sighting here in Kentucky is arguably the most famous, one of the most famous of all time. These 3 ladies, 1976, were claimed that they were taken up into a UFO. They claimed that there were some very unusual things done on them. Experiments were done on them while they were inside that UFO. One of the ladies claimed that she remembered her eyeballs being removed and laid down on her cheeks while these extraterrestrials had sent some sort of a metal rod back into her brain. It's a harrowing story. It took place that January night. They went to the newspapers here in our local newspaper here in Somerset and told the story. I kid you not, though, this story was quickly picked up all over the United States, all over Kentucky, and then all over the United States. And it kind of went down as one of the most famous UFO abduction cases of all time. Again, inside the Bluegrass Triangle, about 20 miles north of where we're standing right now. This final map shows you just a few of the areas here in the local Somerset area that are believed to be rife with paranormal activity. If you're interested in visiting one of these locations, I would be happy to give you directions to it. All you do is stop by the Nightmare Gallery here, and I will tell you what to expect and what you'll find when you get there. Actually, I got my start writing books. Before I was a paranormal road tripper, I was an author, and I wrote a couple books back in the early 2000s on ghost hunting. And the original book, called The Amateur's Guide to Ghost Hunting, it's sort of a series of anecdotes, things that happened to me all over Kentucky, really. The first book was all over Kentucky and Tennessee. And I wrote everything that happened to me in the book, turned it into a guide of sorts. But many of my initial paranormal stuff that I witnessed was at these locations. So these locations are very near and dear to me. So not only can I tell you the actual legends that are said to take place at these places, but I could actually also tell you what happened to me at these locations as well. Yeah, this display right here features, I know, some pretty nasty symbolism and whatnot, but this display is really not about these symbols. It's more about that symbol right up there. A lot of people, when they hear the term flying saucer, they're under the impression that it's science fiction. There's more fact, or there's more fiction there than fact. But believe it or not, the flying saucer phenomenon, there's a lot of science fact there as well. It's a fact that near the end of World War II, when the Germans were going down and they knew they were losing the war, that Hitler ordered the construction of a brand new flying machine, something that helped them better take on the United States Air Force. And what you see, some of the sketches here, these are reproductions that I've done myself from the originals. These are actually reproduced from the original sketches at the time. These are what the Germans were working on. It is fact that they were working on a UFO-type gunship to help them turn the tide of the war. Now, were they ever able to successfully get this program off the ground? It's debatable. However, according to legend, at the end of the war, after the United States, we win the war, according to legend, we took all the research and brought it back with us here to the States. Maybe got started on our own UFO-type flying saucer program, and maybe, just maybe, that was what crashed in Roswell, New Mexico back in 1947. Now, no discussion of Appalachian monsters, cryptids, you name it, would be complete without talking about this big fellow right here. Kentucky is rife, I'm sure, as Tennessee is as well. Really, all of Appalachia is rife with stories of Bigfoot and these types of encounters. Here in Kentucky, I've experienced a couple things myself at a place called Green River. It's not too far from here. I actually wrote a book also about Bigfoot. It's called The Bigfooter's Atlas, and it details not only my encounter with what I think, or what I consider to be Bigfoot, but also I was determined to make it a little easier for future investigators to be able to find some of the Bigfoot hotspots all over the country. Some of them are notoriously hard to find. So this has been 3 years ago, I set out to not only tell my own encounter, but I also decided to try to make it a little easier for other investigators to find these hotspots by creating maps and guides. I turned it into an atlas called the Bigfooter's Atlas. It's something else we sell here at the museum. But every now and then, when an investigator will find unusual footprints in the woods, Bigfoot investigators, they will often bring plaster of Paris with them in water. They will mix those two items together and then pour that concoction into those unusual footprints. Now, once that hardens, they come away with what we call a foot cast. Now, over here in this corner of the room, we have some of the most famous Bigfoot foot casts that have ever been found. Of course, these are duplicates of the originals. I don't know if I'm sure you have seen the original Patterson-Gimlin film. He's kind of photographed up there in the corner, Bigfoot sort of stalking through the Bluff Creek area of California back in '67. This is actually one of the casts that was found that day. Patterson and Gimlin themselves were the ones who poured several casts in Patty's wake that day, arguably some of the most famous Bigfoot evidence of all time, right there. One of my personal favorite stories, or one of my personal favorite casts is probably this one right here, the Grace Harbor cast, found by a police officer up in Elma, Washington. He was responding to a disturbance of sorts, and he was the one who found the track line. He was the one who cast it. He staked his reputation on it by writing it in his police report. Today this cast is famous not just because of that iconic shape, but because it was a lawman that found it. So a lot more credibility perhaps than some of the other people who found some of these foot casts over time. This was found here. This is not a Bigfoot footprint here. This is a Bigfoot handprint. Found by a guy named Tom Shea right here inside the Bluegrass Triangle. Really not that far from where we're standing. Found about 5-6 years ago by Tom. And if you ask the fellows on Finding Bigfoot, the Animal Planet television show, Cliff, Bobo, they make a lot of the rounds at conferences and festivals across the country. They often will talk, Cliff in particular will often tell you that Tom's handprint here, what they call the Goliath handprint, and many of Tom's other finds, some of the footprints he's found here in Kentucky, are some of the best Bigfoot evidence, certainly since maybe the 1980s, if not since the 1960s, if not ever. And it was found right here within the Bluegrass Triangle. So, for those keeping score at home, not only do we have some of the greatest Bigfoot evidence ever discovered right here within the Bluegrass Triangle, we also have famous UFO alien abductions. We have all sorts of other cryptids, including the famous Hopkinsville Goblin UFO alien shootout. On top of that, we have all sorts of ghost stories, haunted hotspots. By golly, we have all sorts of haunted and cursed items. We even have some famous filmmakers that also hailed from this area of the country as well. And all these things are within 20, 30, 40 miles of the Nightmare Gallery, where we're at right now. That's one of the reasons that me and my wife opened the Nightmare Gallery. Those stories have always interested me, but as someone who's a fan of folklore and legend, you know, it seems to me that if we don't strive to keep these stories alive, that sooner or later they're going to fade away, or they're going to die completely. And to us, that would be a huge injustice. And so, that was why we built this place, as sort of a repository for all these unusual stories. And we've been so impressed, we've been so overwhelmed, maybe, and humbled by the amount of people coming from all over the United States, almost on a daily basis, here to the Nightmare Gallery, that we already have plans to expand. Just on the other side of the wall behind me, we recently it was our storeroom. And now we've repainted the storeroom. We've had new lights on the wall to sort of match this room. And our plan right now is by, I don't know, probably February or March of next year to nearly double the size of the gallery. That's our immediate plans. There's a whole lot more stories to tell. I'm always learning things about this area and these fields of research myself. And so it's almost my mission to keep these legends going, keep the ball rolling, and hopefully someday we might get some firm answers as to what's really going on out there in the world. So that's kind of an overview of some. By no means is it every story here at the gallery. I could wax on and on probably for hours about everything here in the gallery. I always tell people everything in the Nightmare Gallery has a story behind it. All you have to do is ask. So if you have any visitors who are interested in visiting the gallery, trust me, every single tour I give is a little different, sometimes very different, depending on what your tastes are. I could tell all sorts of stories about all sorts of folklore and stuff we have, not just in Kentucky, but all across Appalachia. So I invite anybody who's interested in the unusual, the unexplained, or the otherworldly, as well as thrills and chills from cinema, from the silver screen, to come by and say hello. And I promise you'll get a free tour out of it. And you get a chance to shop in what I call our one-of-a-kind gift shop. We do have, I think, a lot of things here for sale that really can't be purchased anywhere else in the world. Certainly not in this part of the world, I'll put it like that. As well as you can get signed copies of all my books. I've written 4 now, 2 on ghost hunting, 1 on the Bigfoot phenomenon called the Bigfooters Atlas, which actually received an award from the International Cryptozoology Museum back in 2020. It was hailed by Lauren Coleman to be the book of the year, which is one of the most humbling, it's such a special moment to get that sort of recognition, especially from such a big name as Lauren Coleman. But also I recently finished work on a book called the UFO Chasers Atlas, sort of a sequel to the Bigfoot one that also take people, this time as the name implies, to a lot of UFO hotspots. This fall, I have a 5th book, maybe final, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to I don't know if I'm going to continue or not. We'll see. When I find time. It's hard finding time. But I've got a 5th book coming out called The Mothman. It's about the Mothman. It's going to be called The Atlas of the Unexplained Mothman. As the title implies, it could very well be the first in a series of Atlas of the Unexplained installments, but I don't know. I don't want to commit myself right now. But that's coming out this fall, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. I think it's going to be the best book I've ever written. I say this because I'm very hard on myself, very hard on my writing, very hard on the map making and all my art. So I'm very proud of this. I'll just put it like that. But it should be out later on this fall. Visitors to the museum will have a chance to be the first ones to purchase it as well. But yes, that sort of completes the formal part of the tour here. So I hope you enjoyed your visit to the Nightmare Gallery.
That's great. Do you want to tell people where you're located?
Yes, the Nightmare Gallery is located right here in Somerset, Kentucky. This is South Central Kentucky in the beautiful Lake Cumberland region. If there's no other reason to come to Somerset than Lake Cumberland, which is a huge tourist attraction. There's cabins and it's a beautiful area. On top of that, we're positioned right here in this area as well. Also, huge old car shows. We have one of the largest car shows for antique and vintage cars in the country. There's plenty of reasons to come to this area. We try to market ourselves as just one more. So, South Central Kentucky, Somerset, Kentucky is the name of the town that we're in. Tours here to the gallery are free. All you have to do is go to our website, www.nightmaregallery.net. And you will find a interface where you can book a tour. We're open for tours 7 days a week. All we ask is that you book a tour beforehand. Sometimes our hours are limited, and there's some days where we're going to be out of town to different events. We do a lot of traveling, as the name implies, paranormal road trippers. But if you get on there in advance, you'll know for sure what days we're going to be open, what days that we still have tours available, and we welcome anybody with an interest in this subject to stop by and say hello.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for talking with us, and we'll put links to all of everything Road Trippers at the end of the show. All right. Thank you so much.
Right, so we just left the Nightmare Gallery in Somerset, Kentucky. And we, as everyone knows, we always try to find a locally owned restaurant to eat at and to kind of promote when we go places. We just happened to find the owner.
Hi.
She's going to tell more about her restaurant.
Hi, my name's April. I'm from Eubank Pizza in Somerset, Kentucky. We've been here since 2019. We're making Chicago-style pizzas in rural Kentucky. We have phenomenal pizza and sandwiches. Come in and check us out. We're at 4546 South Highway 27. Somerset, Kentucky. Phone number is 606-451-7661.
Perfect. And the best wings you've ever had.
Best wings on the chicken strip.
Man, it's so good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you for joining me and Tony. Hi. We've got another spooky adventure, guys. We're in I'm going to put an old World War II tunnel, or was it originally a part of a mental asylum called Cane Hill Mental Asylum. Very active on the place. Anyway, this place we've been before. Is that you, yeah?
No.
That wasn't you?
No. That wasn't me, Mesh. I swear to God.
Hello? So yeah, anyway guys, getting to the point, people, just seen a few videos, people coming out and getting crazy activity of paranormal, like shadows, people screaming as well. But I'm not sure how real that activity is because people like to blag it, so me and Tony's coming for our own documentation of this place, see what we can conduct and investigate. Maybe we can communicate with something down here, maybe some old war veterans or mental people from the mental asylum. So this guys, remember to subscribe, let's get into this one. So guys, it's like an old door, not blast proof, but it's very old. Wow. It's got like an eerie vibe to it, hasn't it?
Come on, guys, we're in the middle of nowhere. And we're on the ground.
Literally, Hello, is anyone here?
We've got someone to jump out.
Wow, look at that.
Oh.
What was that? Hello? Very dusty in here.
Hello? Is anybody here? What the hell was that?
That was right behind you. Did you hear that, like a rustling?
Yeah.
No bats here, is it? If that was you, can you do that again? So guys, we're going to start with the EMF. Do you have yours or just keep this one on?
I got one.
We know if this one goes
That's
off,
in my bag, actually.
you'll start beeping, won't it?
Yeah.
So guys, we're going to do a small walk through this place, make sure we're alone. Sit somewhere. There's meant to be a hole, what I've seen on the video online, somewhere else there's like a hole on the floor. You can get inside. And there's inside it, apparently they on the video, I see it myself mate, you can see someone walk past, all in black. Not like a cape, but...
Well, let's find this hole then. Let's get in there.
I think that's like really dusty, isn't it?
It's run down now, isn't it?
Should we try down there
Oh,
first?
yeah. What, in there?
Yeah. Wow.
Where's the toilets, the same?
Yeah, you can cut through. Oh wow. Look at that. What's that?
Looks like an old saw machine or something, doesn't it? Some kind of machine. Some kind of engine.
So like we said guys, this is obviously used for World War II for like an air raid shower for the public. It could have just been used for the asylum though, couldn't it?
Yeah.
For their own air raid shower.
Yeah.
That's literally...
I need you to go in front, you got a better torch. Cheers, buddy.
Look at all these toilets, mate.
Are they toilets though?
What do you think they could be then? Shelves, maybe?
Shelves? Because there's a lot. I ain't seen no toilets, and I ain't seen no pipes.
It would have been a bucket though, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, true. True.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh, what the hell? What's this, guys? What's happening? Is that just
nothing there.
wonder what they use that for. Naughty children.
Maybe.
Iron Man had a field day down there, wouldn't he? The old Iron Man.
Oh. Oh, no. It's safe. That's a fridge.
Where are
I can sort of do all the old stuff from the asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just step in. Oh, look.
Whoa.
I think that's a dead end down that
The
bit.
old iron, eh? Look at all that. Yeah, but with that hole being the floor up there.
Can't remember last time that's a dead end. That thing.
Dusty, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm covering my face, mate. Try and cover your face if you can, man. Blades on it.
Huh?
On the wheels, like.
That's some kind of gearbox there. Clutch.
It's like an old tractor bit or something. Maybe for the governor.
Probably a chain or something on it. And it pulled something.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Old engineering, that is. Got candles.
Wow. Hello, is there someone here? Can you copy me? Wow. Oh, they literally like a scream they heard as well. A woman. They sound like a woman anyway. Is there any females down? Any ladies? Any children?
Hello? Any spirits with us tonight?
On the left, right at the bottom. Oh, hear that? Did you not hear that? What was that then? Can you do that again? Try to go right on the end, on the left.
It's too far.
Keep on there. Show yourself.
That's too much. Can't really see anything now.
No.
Hello?
Heard of a tap, didn't you though, a minute ago?
Heard it, yeah. Definitely heard of that. Just letting people know that we're in, like I say, we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Underground. No
Not,
comms, no nothing down there.
not a lot of people know about this place.
Yeah, that's where we started.
Can you show yourself?
Can you make a noise? What the f was that?
I don't know.
Hello? If you can hear me, make a noise.
Can you scream?
What's up there?
I don't know.
Who's with us? Yeah, smoke. Gas out now.
Some people do that for ghost hunts, the investigations.
Yeah.
You smoke. Someone's been there, don't they? Wow, look. But that's been sealed because it goes to the asylum. It's turned off by itself, the camera. Just heard that beeping.
Yeah. Is that you? Are you scared?
You touched my device again? Had a 0.2 then on that. Is that you touching it? I think we should find that hole in the wall.
Oh, hang it up.
I think we should find. It's got arrows, look.
Yeah, because I can't remember it said different rings.
Oh, look. X. It's got an arrow going that way. Just follow the arrows then. Maybe that's where it's going to take us to the hole in the wall. Oh, mate, it stinks down there.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, and a really as well.
Hello? My name's Tony. Would you like to communicate with me?
As I heard that noise, I had a faint smell of rotten eggs, mate. Really faint. It's got arrows down there, look. So guys, we've literally seen arrows going somewhere. Better leads to that room with the hole. And it wouldn't surprise me if we're doing rituals in it. Guarantee it. There's more arrows going back. The red arrow.
Forward out there, don't they?
I don't know, mate.
I swear it had like 50 ring names. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
Look left quickly. Get out. Oh, whoa.
Oh, what? That's where it goes to the asylum. Right.
Wow. What's that meant to be?
Well, that's rock. That's rock, mate.
There's a hole.
Let's go.
What's that face though? What do you think? It's a bit weird, isn't it? And that's what they see. That wall there, you see the hole?
Yeah.
That's what they see something walk past. There's got arrows there.
Yeah, if you give me a torch, I'll keep it on the whole film. Look at that.
What?
Hello, is there any spirits with us? Any children? Any ladies? Any veterans?
I just heard whistling. I heard a whistle behind us. I heard a whistle.
If there are any spirits down here, please come forward. Come forward and come have a little talk with us. Come on.
Should we just check what's down there quick?
That's annoying.
666. All these symbols.
I know. That's weird, mate.
What sort of symbols are they?
I don't know.
Oh my f***ing god.
Is it Dave? Is Davey down there?
You not the EMF could go off.
Yeah.
Are you here? All these weird symbols.
What's your name?
Age of Aquarius. What the
Hello?
You just hear something down there?
Yeah, I thought I saw one. I was like that, and I thought I saw something. Like, there's no one get it in the corner of your eye.
Yeah.
I swear I see something.
What, peeking around a corner sort of thing?
Nah, move very fast. Like across.
So guys, we made it through that hole. I think, yeah, we'll have a little look up here. Probably do a little investigation here, I think. What do you reckon?
Can do, see what's around the corner.
Oh my f***ing god.
It's got colder. Really cold.
Yeah, I can feel it. Can you touch my device again?
My heart's like that.
Yeah?
Hello?
Come forward.
Don't be afraid of us. What's that?
So guys, like we said, we set up the game camera over there. And now we have a music box. Tony, do you want to show me how it works? The motion, if you just walk in front of it.
So, very big walls in front of that.
Yeah. So literally, whoever walks in front of that goes off. There's something there, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
We do have two ghost balls down here too. What?
Good bit of kit.
Yeah. So guys, we've got 2 ghost balls down here as well.
Cool.
We're going to do a small investigation because we've got...
Dusty and it's...
Yeah. Oh my god. There's nothing in my pocket, mate. Phil, just to clarify, what's in that pocket?
Nothing. Empty.
If that was you, can you do that again? Just put it on the floor.
Come forward. Come and do that again if that was you.
Can you do that? Come towards the light and communicate with me and Tony. Yeah. Got a feeling someone's going to walk out. Let's try an EVP, yeah?
Yep. Let's do it.
So guys, I'm going to do a small EVP session now. I'm going to ask a few questions each, as we usually do. Whose spirit has been seen here? All in black.
What's your name? Come forward, tell me your name.
Can you whistle? Can you scream?
Can you whistle like that? Or bang?
It's starting to ring.
Yeah, I've got that as well. A headache. What's that about?
It means you're sensitive, mate.
Yeah.
I feel drained as well.
Tired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the spirit you can see here? All in black. Who's the spirit you can see here? All in black.
What the? That's weird. That sounds like I heard something.
What is that? Guys, listen to that.
What? It sounds like an elastic band or something, doesn't it?
What's your name? Come forward, tell me your name. Can you whistle? Can you scream?
That was me, that was, I think.
No, you didn't do it too after me. Ready for us? That wasn't you, mate. That's you. Let's go again. So that's Tony, guys. Before, after I say, can you whistle or scream? Can you scream? Something just how do you say whistle like that? Can you whistle like that? How do you say whistle like that? Can you whistle like that?
Yeah,
Hear that?
I heard that, yeah.
Can you whistle like that? Just before you say. Ready? Can you whistle like that?
I can hear it. It's like a... I don't know, is it a click or something? That first bit though, I said I heard it,
Try
yeah.
that again. Listen to it.
Who's the spirit you can see here?
What the was that?
The spirit.
What the?
That's a kid.
We're here.
That's a kid.
Listen. Well, stay there. Keep it there. We're here or something.
Oh, mad. What the?
Wait there. We're here.
Who's the spirit of the sea head?
And then that.
That could be a laugh or anything, mate.
What's your name? Come forward, tell me your name.
That's mad.
Mate,
I think we should do a spirit box.
that sounded like a kid.
Yeah,
Like a little girl saying.
we're here. So guys,
That's me as well.
Hey, spirits, please talk into this.
do you have a name? He's whistle, yeah?
Come forward. Come and talk into this device for us. Please. What do you reside in these tunnels? Tell us. Are you trapped here?
Do you need help?
You need to come closer and talk into this device where the light is. Come to the light. Just tell me your name. Are you a child?
I swear I just heard a scream, mate. Speak off a minute. Was that you? Come towards the light in the hole.
You little child.
So I said we're here.
Yeah. Sound like a little girl or something.
I'm not sure I have to enhance the volume to hear that on the computer.
But that's right, the kid as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you're here with us, can you make this device come off here where the light is? You just go up to it and it'll change temperature if you go near it. Can you do that for us, please? Or walk in front of that one where the red light is. Yeah. That thing there. And we'll be able to pick you up and then we know you're with us.
You seen something? It's a bit spooked out a little bit.
Are you demonic? Are you a demon? Been summoned to these tunnels?
Do you want us to leave? If you'd like us to leave, give us a sign. I feel really drained, mate. I feel like we don't eat for a good week, so I feel.
Out of there.
Okay guys, thank you for joining me in terms of this little spooky adventure. We're going to get out of there. We hope you enjoyed this one, and we see you soon. Bye.
We got the pumpkin. We got the boom boom. We've got the fire. So
Happy Halloween, buddy.
Yeah, happy Halloween, Ron. This one's for you.
Oh, no!
No!
Really?
No!
Oh!
No!
Go and grab it! It's still smoking!
Hey! Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, the music's playing. We're on.
This music
Hi,
brings
everybody.
back some major memories, man. But usually it brings back memories of the show's over, and like I'm barely struggling to stay awake.
You're watching them in their pajamas.
Oh, and I'm like holding on to catch the last couple minutes of Houlihan and Big Chuck and Little John.
Oh, look at that.
We should do that. We should wear pajamas at the end of the show. And
I'll do it one time.
You want to do that, guys? Pajamas? All right. If you at home want to see us in our pajamas at the end of the show, call and let us know.
440-944-7105.
Yeah, and we could do that for you. But you have to send in like stuff so we have stuff to read, right? We have to have something to read. We're not just going to stand there in our pajamas.
I thought Vern slept in the nude.
Vern slept in the nude?
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. Well,
hey, wait.
He's sitting with Denny.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We shared a bed one night.
Well, now. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
What happens in Cincinnati stays in Cincinnati.
That's why it's called Cincinnati.
Hey, good one.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of good one, we got a couple of good old treats again tonight.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Sorry we don't have our Christmas
Yeah, we got
gear.
shenanigans pulled on us. Explain.
I will
Explain what Rocco did to us.
I will explain.
Yes.
A while ago, and it really wasn't that long ago.
No.
In our time.
But it was several weeks ago.
Many moons ago.
We were talking about having a Christmas special again. What movie were we going to show?
Yeah.
We used to show, it was a tradition, we used to show Santa Claus or Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. We were getting sick of that.
Yeah, we don't want that.
So we said, let's throw something like a good old cult classic. So we showed last year Silent Night, Bloody Night.
Yes, we did.
So we said, let's show that again or come up with another cool Christmas-themed movie.
Yeah. And we were
this is what
tossing
we
it
got.
around. Yeah, and then we got punished
I
because...
mean, he didn't even tell us when we were shooting next that it was Christmas night.
I know. So the only thing, luckily Vern and all his Vernanigans, he did bring Cyclops with the Christmas hat on for you. Santa Claus up there. Does he have an eye? But anyways, so yeah, there you go. So that's our Christmas thing right next to our pumpkin, and you know. So it's not our fault.
Yeah. So
tell him because the camera's not on me.
Merry Christmas.
Did you get a chance to decorate the place?
Yeah, we didn't do nothing, and we have decorations.
And we
That's
usually do.
Yeah. So
hopefully you got some Christmas music playing in the background. Some Silent Night,
some
Deadly Night.
We could have even put the fireplace on here at least. Remember the fireplace?
Yeah, something.
Did you
Could
make
have had a fireplace, but
make
no.
some cookies for Santa?
Whatever. But
make some cookies for us.
we'll make up for that by having a couple of cool,
Yes.
Yeah.
cool episodes like we do show sometimes.
Well, we're gonna do that, but I want Rocco to make up for this by putting some Christmas hats on us. Get in
you're
here.
really gonna make
Get
him
in
work,
here.
huh?
Yeah. Wave there to everybody. Put Christmas hats on us. Okay. Merry Christmas. Now do them. Put elf hats on them. There you go.
You know what?
There you go.
Despite the fact that we don't have any Christmas stuff up, we are still going to bring joy to the world.
Bing Crosby?
We're going to bring joy to the world.
Bing joy to the world.
Keep it steady.
Okay, so what are you
Keep it
doing?
steady.
What do you got planned?
It's just us. We bring joy to the world.
I thought you were following that up.
No,
Joy
we bring
to the world.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got
It's over.
like the old shows like I liked before, like Creep Show and
Yes,
Twilight
sir.
Zone and stuff like that.
Yep.
We got another couple episodes of Circle of Fear.
Circle of Fear.
Also known as Ghost Story.
Originally.
And this one
Produced
is
by
the
William
first one.
Castle.
It should be, we should have started the show out with some Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just give us some Earth, Wind, and
Give
Fire.
us a little
Because
bit. Give us some rhythm. Lay down some rhythm.
Tonight's first movie, our first short, is Earth, Air, Fire, and Water.
Yep.
Kind of threw me off with that title.
But no Sebastian Cabot.
Or no Avatar.
He's.
Was he?
Yeah. He went for half the season. It was
only cool
Ghost
people would
Story,
get that.
right? Was that what it's called? Ghost Story? And then they came to William Castle, who produced it, and came up. They said, this ain't working. You got to change it up. So the changes were they got rid of Sebastian Cabot. They changed the name to Circle of Fear, and they tried to make the stories more modernistic. Still failed. And they were written, tonight's episode was written by D.C. Fontana, who wrote all those great Star Trek episodes.
Not just him, too. You know who else shared? And this was Richard Matheson.
Yeah, I was going to say, but I couldn't
Big
think of
time.
his name. Richard Matheson.
D.C. Fontana is a female, not a man.
I didn't say it was a man.
He did.
Why did you say it's a man?
When did I say? Did I say not only did he, whatever? I said, you know who else?
Did you say that?
Did I? I don't know. I just said,
I
you know
don't
who
know.
else? I just threw Richard Matheson out there because you look him up. He's got quite
Richard
the
Matheson's
resume.
the man.
Quite the resume. But
Yes.
tonight's Earth, Air, Fire, and Water.
Yeah.
A collective of 6 artisans find a trunk containing 6 colorful glass containers. Each chooses one, and soon, one by one, their art becomes more disturbing until the artist vanishes.
With Tyne Daly.
Cagney
and Lacey.
That's what I like about these old shows.
Dirty Harry. The Enforcer. Tyne Daly.
I thought I knew the score. But you treated me so wrong.
It's not much right now, but it's a place you can do things with.
Did you say 300?
That's the best I can do.
What do you think, honey?
I think it's perfect.
Excuse me, do you know where this place is on the poster? 2122 Zero Armentillo?
21220. What's it going to be this time?
Art Center, arts and crafts.
It's been a lot of things. Magic shop, wax museum, far out stuff. Some of those religious cults used it for a while. Nobody ever stayed long.
Some people don't stay anywhere long.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's a lot of baloney. But some people think that place is haunted.
I don't buy ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night.
Me neither.
Hi.
Hi, anybody in charge here?
Yeah, Jake Freeman. He's the chief cook and bottle washer.
Thanks.
What we'll do if he comes in. Just tell him to leave it all here. Because if you was, if I told him that before, you'd have had it. Hi. Could I help you?
Hi, I'm Sam Richards. I just hit town. I saw your posters. I'm looking for a place to set up.
What do you do?
I'm a metal sculptor.
Well, we got some room in the back. Could I show it to you?
What's the rent?
$50 a month, room and board.
Must be bargain day.
Actually, we got a deal from the landlord. It's a deal because nobody else wanted it. Let me show you. Let's clear him out of space back here. Is this all right?
Yeah,
Sit around in
beautiful.
here? Okay. Let's get at it.
Ow!
By the way, that's my wife, Anna, and she's does her pots. And that's Paul. He's a woodworker. And this is Holly. She does her jewelry.
Hi.
And that's Ellen. She paints.
What do you do?
I do herbs. I'm an herbalist. Honey, if there's any of the stuff we can save, let's put it in the storeroom.
Which means we'll put it all in the storeroom. Jake's a squirrel about saving things.
Waste not, want not.
Wow, it's an old show.
Looks like it ought to be full of pirates' gold.
I wonder who left it behind.
Open it. It smells old. Like an Egyptian tomb.
Not like any Egyptian tomb I've ever been in.
No, really, it's got a strange smell.
Holly, you're all imagination.
What's up with you? I don't know, I feel restless. Just uneasy.
We are free.
We are free.
Free as before. It is well.
All will be well now.
But how long? How long this time?
Forever. We are free now, forever. Someone there?
Holly, you all right?
It's all right. I just knocked over a vase. I'll be right up.
Morning.
Good morning.
Can I browse?
Oh, please do.
Looks like a Miro. Not bad. Oh, nice place you got here. No ghosts, no witches.
Oh, no witches, not even a ghoulie.
You know, all these years is the first time I've ever been in this building.
Superstitious?
Careful.
It's a nice building, nice people. Why don't you buy something?
I just might do that. Take care.
See you.
Who's your friend?
Our first sale. He's got a $5 bill.
Hooray! How we do?
How much is it?
Dinner for six? Yes, spaghetti.
Yeah.
Spaghetti,
Beer,
sauce,
beer.
beer, wine,
Anything.
pizza. Okay.
So Sam said he'd take some of my paintings around to the galleries and see if they'd accept them. I've always been afraid to.
Why, afraid of rejection?
Yeah, I guess so.
Happens to the best of us, my love.
Listen, some of the galleries display jewelry, don't they? Maybe we could get them to take a look at some of Holly's work. What do you say, Holly?
Holly? Holly?
Miss, are these rings for sale? Miss?
like to see a preview of Holly McCory's new jewelry? Terrific. What you got?
She left her clothes and this.
I don't think she'd go off without it.
Why not?
I don't know.
People do what they have to do.
What's that supposed to mean?
Hey, come on, take it easy, Sam.
Sam.
I don't understand. Holly's gone. Jake's turned into some kind of mystic.
People change, Sam. Like shedding skin.
Well, we can't just write her off. Where'd she go? Why?
Doesn't matter, Sam. She's still here. In our thoughts.
This jar's still full of stones.
What?
Stones. She used a lot of these stones in her jewelry. Jar still seems to be full.
Why don't we leave it here on the counter? She'd like that.
Everything on the list. You want me to take this upstairs?
I'll do it.
I'll give Jake the change.
Watch it. You could paint. Of course I missed you. But I managed to get some work done while you were gone. What do you think?
That's quite a change.
Yeah, I worked on it all morning.
Let's take a walk.
No, Sam, I want to finish my painting.
You haven't been outside, lady. Some sun, some fresh air. Give you a whole new outlook.
Well, I like it here, Sam. We all like it
I got a
here.
surprise for you.
What?
I'll show you.
Sam, I don't have time to go running around with you. I want to finish my painting. No,
What's the matter?
I have to work.
I got a gallery to take our work. They even put it in a window.
I don't care.
Jake. We gotta do something about this place. Nobody will ever come in here unless we straighten it up again. Listen to me.
Wonder what's keeping him.
I guess they're working.
Hey, you three. Dinner. First time I fixed dinner and nobody comes. Think the word got out?
Hey, it smells terrific to me.
It's kind of hard to mess up stew.
Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. Wash up. Sit down.
How's it going, Sam?
Strange. Kind of developing on its own. I'm like an interested bystander.
Aren't Jake and Anna coming up?
I don't know.
Jake? Anna? Come on, dinner's ready. You know, Sam, I think for the first time, I'm finally getting somewhere. I mean, everything seems to be getting together on the canvas. I can see it. I can feel it.
That's what it's supposed to be all about.
What do you think?
It's beautiful.
Sam?
You hear something?
No.
Paul?
No, nothing.
Jake? Anna? Anna? You here? Thanks.
Don't mention it. Hey, say, you still working in that New Life market?
Yeah?
I thought y'all moved out. I never see anybody anymore. Place is all run down again, looks like.
No, we're still there.
Everything's okay there, huh?
Nothing to worry about.
People left, didn't they?
Well, they just couldn't hack it. We'll be back in business real soon.
Hope so. Take care.
Hey, what's the matter?
Nothing, just a little arthritis, maybe. You want some help? Want me to water the plants or something?
No. You don't need water, they just grow.
What is it? Huh?
Leaves. Looked like they were moving, like hands.
Oh, come on, Sam.
Could have sworn it.
Hey, you better use that imagination in your work, kid.
Getting late, Paul. If you're gonna work out here, would you turn out the lights before you go to bed?
Sure.
Who are they?
Gods.
Aztec? Inca?
Older. More powerful. Ying. Ixis. Krista. Shing. Hath. Sikan.
He knows us. Knows us. Knows us. He knows us. Knows us. Knows us. He knows us. Knows us. Knows us.
He knows us.
Knows us. He knows us. Knows us.
Is that what you see?
That's what I feel. I'm getting closer, Sam. I can almost see the top of the mountain.
get out of here. Go someplace where we can start over.
I can't do that.
It's so stifling here. We gotta get out of here.
I can't, Sam. I've got to stay and finish my work. You can understand that.
I suppose so.
Stay with me, Sam.
Hey, he's got his stud muffin glasses on. He tried to sneak in by us.
Yeah.
Secretly put his little, what are you doing?
That's because we all did
We
imitations.
found
He
this
didn't
on
get a chance.
we found this on the table. I was trying to figure out.
Eat it.
No.
It says nuclear waste.
Yeah,
Eat it,
it says
then.
toxic
Hey,
waste.
shout out. I forgot I want to do this. This is from like a month ago at least. Shout out to Dave Dunlap for doing that very cool artist rendition of the Midnight
I didn't
movie.
even know that was coming. Also, I saw it. Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty cool.
Part of his horror host series, and he included us.
That was cool.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank
and
you.
Baby
Thank you.
Rocco put it up here. I don't know, but very cool. I especially like I look so young. Vern looked good. Vern's like, I'm Vern. Nobody knows him anyways. Nobody sees him or anything.
I look handsome.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
What time is it? What are we doing?
Oh, it's about...
No, it's a tease.
It's a tease.
It's a tease. But anyway, we're plugging through our first show of Circle of Fear, Earth, Wind, Fire, Water.
Circle of
pretty
Fear.
interesting. I kind of like the premise. I like these kinds of things, which brings me to the tease of the face-off.
Okay.
Of course, you know, Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. That's right.
Which one?
No, we did that. Which one was better?
Which is more iconic?
No, this is going off of sort of what last week's face-off
Which
was.
opening?
Right.
Ah.
Who had the better opening theme? Everybody knows that, you know, the Twilight Zone theme. Ding, 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 ding. But the opening theme, which one was the better opener?
Okay. Can
You
I
guys
toss
remember
in
what
one
they both
more?
were?
Can I toss in one more?
What were the two?
I think
The Outer Limits.
Outer Limits and Twilight
Zone.
Oh.
But I want to toss in Night Gallery. This show's more akin to Night Gallery.
So you want to do a three-way?
Yeah. Well,
wow.
yes,
Very rarely do we do the three-way when it comes to face-off.
Yeah, but this time.
But I will allow it.
Okay, it will be allowed. Thank you.
So that's the tease.
All right.
What had the better opening?
Okay.
Twilight Zone, Rocco, Katish.
You're talking
Outer
original
Limits,
Twilight Zone,
Katish.
right?
Yes.
Not the remake.
No.
Twilight.
And Rich is tossing Night Gallery.
Night Gallery.
So you put all three of them up there. Better opener.
All right.
All right, let me.
I like that one. What do you like at home? You like it? Or do you like Dark Shadows? Good opening. Yeah, see? The archivist. I heard a groan out there. That was for you, archivist. Lil.
All right, are we going back to the movie?
Yes.
Go back to the movie.
We gotta go back. We can't
like
wait
the
for you to
monsters.
look up.
Yeah, I gotta refresh my brain here.
Okay, we're going right back to it.
Anybody here? Sure.
Help it?
I'm Harry Bell.
Oh, the landlord. You came for the rent.
That's a good guess. You have it?
$300, right?
You won't mind if I call the bank to verify this check, will you?
No. You'll have to go someplace else to make your phone call. They took ours out.
That figures. Look at this place. It's a worse mess than when you moved in. Listen, I don't care what kind of filth you live in now, but let me tell you something. You move out, you're going to be hit with a big cleaning bill. Hey, do you hear me?
to see if there was anything else in here.
I don't think you ought to bother with this.
Why not? Nobody else wants it.
Paul? What is it?
Stuff used in witchcraft.
Witchcraft?
Somebody's supposed to have practiced black magic here. A long time ago.
Well, nobody's practicing black magic here now.
We have other things to do, Sam.
He's right. Come on. Come on, Sam.
Now listen, we don't want the stuff, we don't need it. I'm gonna throw it out. No, you can't.
It has to stay.
What's the matter with you? Are you crazy?
Leave it alone.
Paul, don't! I'll make him understand.
What's the matter with him? Could have killed me.
You have to understand, Sam.
Understand what?
Sam, you can't throw away this trunk. It's got to stay here. Don't you see that?
Why?
It's got to stay. It's the source, Sam.
The source. Worried about Paul.
He'll be all right.
His arthritis all of a sudden. I don't understand. He's a young man. He never had a problem before.
It's his work. He's really into what he's doing.
That doesn't follow.
Nothing else matters.
Is that the way you really feel? Nothing else matters except your painting?
So close. I'm getting so close, Sam. I can see it. I can feel it. But I just can't get it on the canvas.
Where's Paul? Paul? Hey, left without telling us.
He finished his work.
Why do you leave it here? If he finished it, what's the point of leaving it behind?
Point is to finish it.
Alan, we should leave, too.
No.
Have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? You've lost weight. You look like you haven't slept in weeks.
It doesn't matter.
I know, only the painting matters. Well, will you leave when it's done?
Of course.
Helen, what do you think? Helen? 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 Helen, are you here? It's not like her. It's not like her. I see. I know. You're still here, aren't you? Aren't you?
He knows us. Knows us.
But you're something else. You've been changed.
He knows us. Knows us. Knows us.
You're not gonna get me.
He knows us. He knows us.
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 Knows us. Knows us.
Hey, you all right?
Yeah.
I just happened to look out and see the smoke. I called the fire department right away. Come on.
How soon will they be here?
I don't know. 5 minutes, maybe.
Be all over. By then.
You were lucky to get out.
Yeah. Lucky.
You heard the twang.
Oh. Put your magic twanger over there.
This is a family Christmas show.
Yeah. And what? How better to celebrate than with Uncle Vic, our old friend, our late old friend, Uncle Vic.
Hear this music.
Ooh, isn't there a Cyclops in Outer Limits?
It's no fair.
No, right?
It's no fair. It doesn't. It's no fair.
What do you mean it's no fair? What's not fair?
You know what time it is?
Booey.
Bring it down like that.
Booey.
That gives it an ending then. It's like,
It's no fair.
I know, right?
Because Twilight Zone. Okay, tonight's face off. Hopefully he put the Katushes up there.
All right, you're right. It's not fair.
He put.
I renege on that. I take it back. You're right. It's not fair.
Actually,
It isn't.
I take it back. Leave that gallery out of it.
I actually had a third one.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's
hey,
Vernanigan. What's your third one?
Let's go toss it in the mix.
Amazing Stories.
Okay, you're up.
Now, see, you could do Amazing Stories in Night Gallery against Head to
there you
Head.
go.
But Night Gallery didn't fit in with the Twilight Zone and Outer Limits.
Well,
they were almost kind of similar, but not.
I was thinking that because we're showing
I understand.
Circle of Fear, and I was like, it's the same time. But you're comparing those two from that time. So I will go with what you say.
It was no fair.
I will
because
remove my request.
If it was still the three, I would have picked Night Gallery. Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, the better opening theme, opening credits.
Outer Limits.
Wow.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
Whoa.
Zone.
Right.
I thought for sure you'd go Twilight Zone. I go Outer Limits.
That's because
it was more subtle than Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
But
are you mumbling over there?
They are. They're having their own show again.
Yeah.
It was more subtle than Twilight Zone, but there was something about just do not adjust your TV set.
that's it.
We can do it for you.
That's
and it was
different.
like as a kid, you're like, whoa, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're watching me. They know what. It was kind of like it was frightening.
Yeah, it was.
Twilight Zone had the that was great
doll
too.
Head and whatever.
It was cool. Yeah, throwing his creepy images.
Yeah.
It was cool.
E equals MC squared.
Yeah,
But
that scared me because I don't like math.
but
It scared me.
Outer Limits.
Outer
Yeah.
Limits. They took over your
go ahead.
freaking TV, man.
Yeah.
And do you know if you're getting it back? Once they took it over, you don't know if you're going to watch Gilligan's Island
You're gonna
later.
get it back in like what, half hour?
You don't know that though. And sometimes it was an hour episode.
No.
So go ahead, Vern.
You said Twilight Zone, right?
Sorry, because I love the music.
I mean, okay.
I like the music. It was
Music's
it was kinda
iconic,
out there. Yeah. And Rod Sterling is like
Rod who?
Sterling.
He was silver, man.
So?
Not Sterling.
I don't get names right.
Yeah, we know.
I'm Denny.
Hi, Denny.
Rod Sterling do awful lot of the
Rod
episodes.
Sterling.
It starts out wherever it's starting, and he's sitting there smoking a cigarette in the corner. It's like, get out of here.
Get out of here.
What are you doing back in Pilgrim Times?
So you like the opening just because you like the music?
Yeah.
Okay. You said
I like the
Twilight?
music. When Outer Limits said, do not adjust your TV set, typically, because we were out in the country and that, we were adjusting the rabbit ears. It's like, I'm not going to watch you if I don't adjust the rabbit ears and get a clear picture. So I went Twilight Zone. I was controlling it. They weren't.
Okay.
All right.
Rocco?
There you are.
I like Night Gallery, but I'll have to go with
We're not even, Night Gallery's out.
It's like, you don't tell me what to do.
So you said, what'd you say, Twilight Zone? Lil?
Thank you. So it's tied
one,
up.
2, 3, yeah.
So we're going to have to arm wrestle.
Viewers, break the tie.
Break the tie.
440-944-7105. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Do not adjust your television set. We will adjust it for you.
Oh, no, it's the Outer Limits.
You want us closer? You want us farther away? You want us on camera, off camera? What do you
They're
know?
controlling your TV.
Yeah.
If you can't remember what they were, go to YouTube and search the intros and watch them again. The Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. What was the better, cooler intro?
Excuse you.
Whoa.
Oh, it was the chair. It was the music.
That came from that man.
I wanted to try to do it again. I'm like, let's do it again. No, it was from that speaker right down there.
Right. There's a squeaker in your,
right
it
down
was your
there.
butt squeaker. Woo.
Hey, you two! Come on over and give me a hand. And watch out crossing the street. out by the fireplace. No, leave it for now. Try it by the window. Where have you been?
Talking with the man upstairs.
You're cold. What have you been doing?
Nothing.
Robert, go help Jane put your things away.
What time's supper?
As soon as Dad gets home. Now scoot.
Hi. Peggy says you should help me. Peggy's bossy. I'll be glad when she goes back to school. Then we'll have some old housekeeper again. I got something to tell you. What? I've been talking with the man upstairs. Oh, come on, help me with this. Listen, it's really spooky up there.
I'm sorry, honey. If I could have gotten the day off, I would have.
The worst is over, Daddy. Now it's just a case of getting organized.
Hey. Not much of a vacation for you, is it?
It's fun. I still can't get over what a bargain this place is. Right in the middle of the city. It's ridiculous.
You know, your mother would have been very proud of you.
Thank you. Well, if you could pick up these groceries on the way home tomorrow.
Sure thing.
I'm going to bed. Night, Dad.
Night, honey.
What is it?
Listen. It sounds like someone chopping wood.
Right on. People always chop wood in their apartment in the middle of the night.
All right, what does it sound like to you?
Someone chopping wood. You go on to bed. I'll speak to Trothers about it in the morning.
I like him. He's nice. He's lonesome since his wife died. I wonder what happened to her. I don't know. Brr. Wish it weren't so cold out there. We'll wear our coats next time, okay? Okay. Come on.
Where you two been?
Upstairs?
Doing what?
Nothing. Nothing.
Well, don't go up there again, you hear?
The man said we could.
What man?
The man upstairs.
Look, this is an old building. It's not safe to wander around on your own, especially up there, you hear?
Yes, sir.
All right, don't let me catch you up there again.
But I want to see the man upstairs again. We will. We'll just have to be careful he doesn't catch us.
Where have you two been?
With the man upstairs.
You're not annoying him, are you?
No. He likes us. He said so. You can even ask him yourself.
All right. Go and clean up for lunch. going to introduce myself to your man upstairs.
He's nice, isn't he?
Look, kids, I know that this is a new neighborhood, and well, it was tough having to leave your friends behind. But as soon as school starts, you'll make a whole lot of new friends.
But he's our friend.
Okay. I think it's wonderful to have imagination. And even to invent playmates if you want to. Just don't get carried away with it, okay?
Okay.
Now, as soon as you finish your lunch, you can go play in the park.
She doesn't believe us. What? She doesn't believe about the man upstairs. I don't care. Me neither. We know he's there. Let's ask him to come down and visit. I don't think he'll come. We could ask. Okay. Hey, look, there he is. Let's go ask him now. Okay. Hi, Mr. Struthers.
Afternoon. What are you two doing here?
Nothing.
Who are you talking to in there?
The man. To each other.
I warned him, Mr. Carter. I warned him real good not to go messing around in that apartment up there.
Well, they haven't done any harm, Mr. Truthers. I understand the apartment's empty.
There's loose floorboards, and the ceiling's not quite safe in some places. I don't have the kind of insurance that'd cover the kids if anything was to happen to them.
You know, my daughter and I heard some strange noises coming from there the other night.
Must have been mistaken.
No, we weren't.
Well, look, it's an old building. The timbers creak sometimes.
It was more than just the building settling.
Oh, maybe the radio next door. You will speak to the kids, will you?
All right. Mr. Struthers, why is the apartment empty? I mean, here in the middle of the city, a place like this is hard to find at a price.
Well, maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but that apartment's tough to rent.
Why?
There's something not quite right up there.
What do you mean, not quite right? Like, can't it be fixed?
Something happened up there a few years ago, and it left people a little bit spooked.
Are you trying to tell me the place is haunted? Or...
I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm just asking you to keep those kids of yours away from there, huh?
How is she?
Not too well. Could you find some clean bed linen? It's in one of the trunks in the spare room.
It's them kids again.
I thought I was dreaming.
No, I heard it too. I heard a scream. You wait here.
Dad, what is it?
He must have fallen down the stairs. His neck is broken. He's dead.
Yeah.
Some of the greatest
Yeah.
music you've ever heard.
Let's get funky.
Come on, Vern. Yeah. Yeah.
Funky
Yeah.
with your monkey. Yeah.
Vern. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas show.
There you go. Ho, ho, ho. It's a Christmas show. Ho, ho, ho.
And if
it's
you're
a
not in the
Christmas show.
mood, change your attitude.
Get those presents under the tree. You're going to be filled with a bunch of glee.
And hopefully one of those packages are for me.
And if not, then they'll be for me.
All right.
All right. Trying to do something, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
If you're watching this right now, it's, what's today's date? 23rd?
23rd.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
Ooh, yeah. As a kid, remember one of my face offs was, what do you like better, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day as a kid?
What did we say? I don't remember.
Mine was Christmas Day. As a kid growing up was Christmas Day because I loved, just waking up, the anticipation.
I always love waking up. Just the anticipation.
The anticipation of waking up to see what was under the tree.
Oh.
Then we talked about, was it wrapped or not wrapped? I preferred my. I know you're going there. I know you're. I lobbed it right up. I lobbed it right up, and I was going to say I preferred mine unwrapped.
This is a good episode, though.
Okay, this episode's called "Doorway to Death."
Doorway to Death, and it's starring some teen
Susan
idols.
Day.
Susan Day.
From Partridge
Susan
Family.
Day, and that other guy that I didn't like. I don't like. What's his name? That's always in trouble. Dawn Lynn from My Three Sons, and her brother. What's his name? He's always in Leif Garrett.
Oh yeah, Leif
Garrett.
Leif.
To the left.
Prefer to be called Leif.
Did he?
Leif. It's not Leif.
It's not Leif. It's Leif.
Yeah.
Leif.
It was one of my tidbits from back in the day. Maybe it's wrong.
Well, his sister's actually Dawn Lynn, which I found out by doing research.
Yeah.
I did not know that Dawn Lynn was very sick just recently, and hopefully she's doing better.
Interesting tidbit about Susan Day.
I had a crush
This
on
was going to be my trivia, but I have a better trivia.
Okay.
Interesting tidbit about
Watch that
Susan
finger.
Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Point at the camera. Not me.
Interesting
There you
tidbit
go.
about allegedly, possibly, maybe we don't know for sure, but it could be true. She was not the first choice to play her character. What's her character's name?
Partridge?
Yeah,
Susie
Partridge.
Partridge.
Was it Susie Partridge?
I don't think so.
I
Partridge.
thought it was Susan.
Susan?
That's her name.
Susan Day.
Okay, well, whatever.
Lori Partridge.
Is it Lori? Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
She was not the first choice.
No.
You know who was?
No.
Olivia Newton-John. And guess who the first choice was to play Sandy in Grease? Susan Day.
Huh.
And Olivia Newton-John did it.
Wow.
It's a little interesting, weird.
Like a flip
flop, yeah. Huh?
Now, did you know?
It's interesting to know. Yeah. What?
I had to go on. I can't think of the. What's the name of that famous singer that sang the Calypso songs? The black artist from the day, the Calypso thing.
Harry,
Come on, Vern.
Is it Harry Belafonte?
Yeah, Harry Belafonte. Did you know that back when she was popular, that Harry
Back when who was
Belafonte,
popular?
Susan Day,
Okay.
Harry Belafonte and Susan Day allegedly, possibly, maybe had a relationship, and he wrote the song Day-O, 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 daylight come and me wanna go home.
Okay. Did you think of this prior to tonight, or did that just come to you now?
That just came to me.
You know what? That deserves a.
Something just popping in my head. I don't know what.
That was pretty good.
Wait, it's not true?
Possibly, maybe. I don't know for sure. Read the shirt.
That was pretty good.
I got that shirt on.
I need some confetti to toss
Yeah,
on.
boom. See, that's why it's called comedy show. We do that stuff sometimes.
That was pretty good. I gotta give you props.
And the
That
funny
good.
thing
You were
was, I
thinking
thought
quick.
about the
Quick
first
thinking,
part,
quick
but the actual song actually played into it more, and I didn't even realize.
I'm sad I participated in that.
Oh, that was good.
You started it by giving them the answer, right?
Yeah, because I was stuck. I couldn't think of it. So thank you, Vern, for your Vernanigans and helping me.
What time it is?
Yeah.
Is it this time? I don't tease the trivia. But you're all confused.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas. He's had too much of that.
We don't. Okay.
Oh, I should have bought in the mail nog.
Oh,
man.
Oh yeah. They don't sell nog unless it's Christmas. Remember that one?
Yeah, and it's like you could get it in the middle of summer.
You're talking to a guy who stocks stuff in a grocery store.
Yeah, but I haven't seen it yet though this year.
It's been out.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Wait.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't know what segment we're on. We don't know what the hell's going on.
Just do
we
it.
just
It's
announced.
trivia time.
I know, but he said
That's all you
tease
need
it
to
with
know.
the. Okay.
He also said okay.
Okay.
He said that.
Well, there's gonna be a lot of jump cuts tonight, folks. We're sorry.
We're gonna get censored.
Oh, there's a lot of
probably
jump
my
cuts.
Susan Day joke probably won't get in.
No, you get cut some. Cut the movie. Don't cut us. This is a fun time.
Yeah.
You know what time it is? All right. Okay. Rod Serling
Rod Serling.
actually thought
Sterling?
Rod
We said
Sterling, as
Sterling.
Fernanigans would say.
Yeah.
Sterling, Stanley,
Stanley Sterling. Rod Serling actually
Stewart.
thought he came up with something really cool and thought that he was like the originator of the Twilight Zone.
But it wasn't.
But he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Where did that term, the Twilight Zone, originate from?
Muhammad
And
Ali.
why?
Will knock you into the Twilight Zone.
Muhammad Ali, the best.
You mean it didn't come from the Twilight movies?
No
Yeah.
good trivia, no nothing, because no one knows the answer.
What do you mean? I got to guess.
Do you?
Yeah. It's probably wrong, but I'll make it right. I'll work.
Man.
It's sad about his wife getting sick and die like that on their honeymoon. What was wrong with her? I don't know. Some kind of sickness, I guess. Wonder why he wants to meet Peggy. He's lonesome because his wife died. But we asked him to come downstairs and he wouldn't. Maybe we can get her to go upstairs. Want some? Dad? Yeah? Want to go upstairs? Upstairs where? You know, upstairs. Why? I thought you'd like to, that's all. You are up to something.
No, we're not. Honest.
Listen, you know how Dad feels about that upstairs apartment. He doesn't want you going up there, and neither do I. Understood?
Yes. He's gonna have to come down. Think he will? He's gonna have to if he wants to see her. Yeah. I'll sneak up before I go to bed tonight and tell him, okay? Okay. like a Prince Charming to me. She didn't mean him. She was joking. I wonder why he's picking up the closet. I don't know. Come on. What's he doing? I don't know. Looks like he's got something in that bag. I feel sorry for him. If his wife was dead, I wonder why he brought her back here. 'Cause he wanted to be with her forever and ever. Is that why he bricked her up in the closet? I guess so. Yes, that must have been it. Now he wants to be with Peggy for always. He's not going to pick her up in a closet, is he? Of course not. How do you know? Because his wife is dead and Peg's alive. When are you going to do it? What time is it? It's late. I can't hear any cars. I'll do it now. How? You stay here and don't make any noise.
What's the matter?
Jean's gone. Upstairs.
You sure?
That's what she told me.
Well, why didn't you stop her? Barbara, go back to your room and stay there, understand?
Did it work?
Yep. Jane? Jane? Are you here?
what you want.
I know you. I know what you did.
Yes, it was. It was a scream. It wasn't. It was. Peggy was screaming. Why would she scream? I don't know. He wouldn't hurt her, would he? Maybe we ought to go see if she's all right. He's just lonesome, that's all. He's putting her in that closet. Come on. Where is he? Where is it all gone? I don't know. What have you done with our sister? Where's Peggy? We want her back. Please, where's Peggy? Where is she? You weren't supposed to hurt her. If you've done anything bad to our sister, we'll hate you. We'll hate you forever and ever.
Peggy! Jane!
You mean she's in there? But why? Why'd you do it? Didn't she like you or something? How are we gonna get her out?
Peggy? Jane? Robert? There you are. What are you two doing up here?
Where's your sister?
He said he was lonesome because his wife died. We didn't think he'd hurt her.
By the way, you two.
Daddy, please hurry. Please, Daddy. Please get me out of here. Daddy?
Peggy?
Daddy. Oh, Daddy, help me. Oh, Daddy. Daddy, it was awful. You wanted me to love him. Stay with him.
Who? Who, Peg? Who?
Man. Ghost.
We're sorry, Peggy. Honest. We thought it was nice. We didn't think he'd hurt you.
But you know the address?
Yeah. We'll probably get there ahead of you, show you where to put the stuff. Shouldn't take you long to unload it.
No, not this furniture. We're used to it by now.
You know, I still can't believe any of this really happened.
You saw those old newspaper clippings I dug out of the library. Daddy, it happened. He murdered his wife and then brought her back here and bricked her up in the closet.
Yes, but he was tried, convicted, and executed.
All this time, his ghost has been waiting for someone to take her place.
If you say so.
He did apologize. I know, but I don't like him anymore. Me neither.
It's more like
I'm Batman.
It's more like
Did he just
Hordak.
point?
Yep.
I caught it the last
Did he
second.
just point? Seriously?
I caught it the last second. I saw him do something.
Really?
Yeah.
He's such a sneaky little
he's
bugger.
sneaky.
ain't he?
You ever notice that he always says you're up, you're out, you're up, you're out, you're up, you're out, you're up, you're out. In the last segment, you just don't know.
That's because you have to pay attention. See that?
Yeah.
That's like the original Batman emblem that they used in the Batman TV series before they switched it over to what they eventually used. It was just a very simple, it was just a simple black bat.
Purple.
I know, but I changed it up because we have the archivist here, and she likes to use black and purple. And I okayed it.
I say more like Hordak, but yeah.
And then you... You know what that is? It's called shenanigans and vernanigans.
Vernanigans.
Go ahead, Triv. Regale us.
I just want to do a shout out to.
Let's do it. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry for boring
To
you
the
or
yawners
keeping you
of the
up.
world.
Well, it's almost tomorrow's Christmas
Yeah, it's
Eve. It's
almost-
been a busy weekend.
Tomorrow's almost Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to our good friends Vinyl Arcade, rocking the house whenever you go see them. Great band. Check them out. You can check them. Do a search for Vinyl Arcade. Check them out on their winter tour. They play all of East Side, West Side. Fun band. They play TV themes, movie themes, cartoon themes, and they play some kick-ass rock and roll and some dance music too.
Oh,
So
they were
once a
a couple
blue moon.
weeks ago. They were rocking the house pretty.
Once in a blue
doggone
moon,
good.
they even let me up there and play the drums for a song. So yeah.
They never let me up there and play the drums. you ever see that? Not one time
Not
did I
one
get to
time.
play the drums. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And a shout out to Scott Vaughn with this. He does the one that does that Kiss benefit. Just got to show you, it's got not the worst solo album. This is an ongoing thing.
I really.
But I'll do a shout out for his band too, Big in Japan.
Okay.
They're a really good band too. Okay.
How about Midnight Syndicate, who has an awesome Christmas-themed album? If you want to look them up.
Midnight Syndicate, friends
So
of
you
the
can
show
play
as
some
well.
nice gothic Christmas music around the old tree in a couple days.
Yeah.
And you probably get that expedited if you look at Midnight Syndicate. Ding. Remember it? Who did that skit?
When you hear me, and I'm
Jerry
in
Lewis.
here, and you hear me typing. Whether you don't hear me typing, whatever that beep, you hear me shining. Means I'm in here. It means don't come in. Okay. The answer to the trivia. Rod Serling. Actually was kind of, feeling pretty good about himself. Thought that he came up with the term Twilight Zone.
Thought he was a BMOC.
Yeah, he thought he was like Twilight Zone. Yeah. And he found out that's not where it originated somewhere else for a while. Any guesses?
Mine is wrong. Okay. But I'm going to toss out there DC Comics Superman, where they used to send everybody, but that was
the Phantom Zone.
The Phantom Zone. But it's closer than these guys got. Why do it like that? You did the other whole last segment.
What?
I did. Yeah, it came out of that earlier.
Why are you giving him that? He made a guess.
Yeah. Why do you got to belittle me?
Because he sat there and goes, I got one, but I'm
Christmas
wrong.
Eve, when all the world should be shedding joy and... Shut up, Rocco, before I come over there. And you're belittling me?
Not belittling you.
You belittled me and bullied me all year. Where people don't even know my name on this show.
Yes, Rich. We're coming back to this again.
Put my name up here so they'll know. Send me some holiday greetings.
Wait, I got something for that.
Yeah. Please.
You got your
you
little.
know my name.
He's got a little violin.
I like that. Actually, he's got a prop. I like that.
He was waiting to pull that sucker out for the perfect moment.
Yeah, he's waiting to pull that out too. He was waiting to pull it quite a few times.
Boy, you're all happy.
Yes, I am.
When did you use it? You're like, I'm bringing my little prop to the studio.
That was good. I didn't expect that.
That was good though.
He's learning.
Like you said, save it for the show.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I don't have my applause. Where's my applause, man?
Yay, Mike. Yay, Mike.
No.
Hey.
You're a totally boring nerd.
Yeah, you are. Call us at 440-944-7105 and give Mike some applause. Okay? He needs it right now, especially this time
I want to know the one who calls in and says...
In Jacksonville, Florida?
Yeah. The one who calls in and says, I love all of you, well, most of you. She's reiterated that a couple times. I want to know who...
Oh, which one?
Which one is not the one that she loves? Because she says most of you.
Is that the same one that says, oh, I love
Bird.
I don't know if that was the same one or not. It may have been.
Maybe, get a yin and yang kind of thing.
But
I love them.
I'm just curious, because she goes, remember the first time she was out there,
we called for a while?
It was just recently, a couple weeks ago. But she was complaining about Vern not being on the website. I think that was her. I don't remember who it was. All I know is that the first time she called, she said we didn't understand if that's what she said. All of you or most of you, we couldn't figure it out. Then she called a couple times since, and she goes, I love all of you. Well, most of you. She really made sure that she pronounced it good. So, dying to know which one you don't love.
Why are you going to start the new year out that way?
I just die because of curiosity, man.
You know what's going to happen?
We gotta go back.
This is
trivia.
I have
You
a
gotta make
prediction.
guesses?
In the beginning of the year, we are going to be
need an
flooded with a lot of fan mail in the same envelope with the same handwriting for Rich. I see it coming now.
And I'll all be named Julie.
No, we'll fake the name.
No, different fake names, different names. I'm
Yeah.
going.
Same handwriting, same envelope.
Same post office box number. Okay.
Man, it makes me want to
zip code.
sit on a pillow.
Which pillow are you sitting on?
I'm sitting on Powell.
You're not. Oh, okay. You're not sitting.
I'm not sitting on a dick pillow.
It gives me the cramps. Okay. Any other guesses? Rocco, you got a guess?
What was it?
Timing ain't right, but I'd say something with NASA.
You're all on the same lines. I don't want to waste time to get the exact wording.
Space capsule.
No, not capsule. No, it was. I think it was the U.S. Navy pilots as they were crossing over from the daytime into the nighttime or whatever, and they call it Twilight Zone.
Okay, if you say so. I don't.
Who's going to argue with you?
I probably didn't word it exactly correctly, but that's what it was. It was U.S. Navy pilots or something as they were crossing over into daylight and nighttime or whatever, and they called it, they were crossing over into the Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
There you go, Twilight Zone.
And Rod Serling was, of course, a Navy pilot, so maybe that's where he did get that.
Was he a Navy pilot?
I don't know, I just made it up.
Oh. That's fair. If he was, he should have known it then, right?
Yeah, maybe that's where he heard it. He didn't know
anyway, there's the answer.
Why did I say Navy?
Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Enjoy.
You have a Christmas tree with you.
Ho, ho, ho!
Oh, sleigh bells ring.
Ho, ho, ho!
Cowbells ring. Are you listening?
Tiny Tim, go buy me a turkey, boy.
Bring out your dead.
What?